Why, hello everyone, and welcome to the Barry Beat podcast, streaming live to 802 Scoop from the Inside Scoop Studios, Main Street, Barre, Vermont. My name is Michael Booten, and of course, we've got my co-host Liam Hogan from Hogan Group LLC. How are you doing, sir?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Nice to know that you ditched me on Friday. Thank you so very much. I truly appreciate the fact that you would not only would you sign up to come to my kickoff party, but then you would then decide not to come and leave me stranded.
Yeah.
Thanks. I appreciate that. Would have given you a shout out. Didn't give you a shout out because you weren't there.
No. Yeah. Graduation weekend took over.
Yeah, it was graduation weekend. Did you go? You obviously went
I went
to
to
Spalding High School's graduation.
Yep.
Lots of kids.
Yeah. Lots of kids. I don't know how big their class was. It seems like it was a pretty big class.
Wasn't as big as mine.
No.
What was their song?
Landslide by what's his name? Fleetwood Mac.
Okay.
She actually played it on the guitar. It was really good.
I wasn't sure if that you were going to Saved by the Dixie Chicks, which would have been kind of funny.
Oh, was that your?
No, we were so I think it was last year they did. Now I can't think of it. I think it was Green Day. It was Another Turning Point, Stuck in the Road.
Yep.
Time Grabs You by the Wrist.
Yeah.
Directs You Where to Go. What the heck was that? Can somebody drop it in the comments for me? Good Riddance. It was Good Riddance by Green Day.
There you go.
That's what it was. And they did it last year. I think it was last year. And I'm like, this is not okay. This is really not okay.
Yeah.
And I don't think I was handing out diplomas last year. No, Giuliano Cecchinelli was handing out diplomas
Oh, right. Because
last year.
last year you would have been on the school board.
Correct.
So you would have been part of that.
Right. I signed all the diplomas.
How long did that take you?
It took about 30, 40 minutes, something like that. Wasn't too long. Would have been a lot longer if, during my class, because we actually had a large number of students.
It seems like a pretty good group of kids.
Yeah, but it's probably like 120 at the max.
That's probably right.
I mean, we had a lot of kids when I went to school.
Are you talking like 200? Or are you talking like?
I think it was over 200. We had a lot of kids. I mean, for our school, it was a lot of kids.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, I
been sitting there for days handing out diplomas with 200 kids.
Yeah,
Holy moly.
my class. So our graduation got cut short.
Oh no.
Yeah, we didn't get to do the school song, which was discontinued during COVID, which was "Lead Kindly Light." It's a religious song, lead kindly light, amidst this encircling doom, lead thou me on. The night is dark and I am far from home, lead thou me on. And it's Spalding High School's song.
Yep.
And they removed it, unfortunately. It's very, very sad. And
because of the religious aspect?
Yeah, I mean, it has a religious connotation to it, which, I mean, so it's the lead kindly light amidst the circling doom is a reference to the children of Israel leaving Egypt,
right,
and being led by the light, the fire, the pillar of fire that was leading them to the promised land. And yeah, so unfortunately, that's what happened. Very sad. Unless, the school board wants to put it back, which they should, just like they did for, baccalaureates or whatever they're called.
Baccalaureate.
Yeah, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
The people that get high grades, whoever they are, not me, because I never got high grades.
You didn't get high grades?
No. Since we're talking about school, we could. I do want to make a comment about that. So the Barre City Police Department did a really nice post on that.
Post about it.
Yep. Congratulations, Spalding High School, class of 2026. On behalf of the Barre City Police Department, we congratulate you on this tremendous achievement. Graduation marks the end of one chapter and the beginning of countless opportunities ahead. Whether your next step is college, military service, trade school, entering the workforce, or pursuing another path, we wish you success and happiness in all that you do. As you move forward, remember that strong communities are built by people who choose to serve others. We encourage you to stay involved, give back, and make a positive difference wherever life takes you. For those looking for a career filled with purpose, challenge, and opportunity to impact lives every day, we invite you to consider a future in public service. Law enforcement offers a rewarding path for individuals who are committed to integrity, leadership, and helping their communities. Today's police departments need dedicated men and women from all backgrounds who are ready to lead, solve problems, and make a difference. No matter where your journey leads, know that Barre City is proud of you. We look forward to seeing the contributions you'll make to your community and beyond. Congratulations again. Graduates, stay safe, dream big, and never stop learning. And that's coming from Senior Police Officer James Burrill, who graduated in 1989.
There you go.
Police Officer Caleb Karen, who graduated class of 20. It just says 20. So I'm wondering if that's class of 2020.
Or 2000.
I think it's 2020. Then dispatcher Laura Hedden, 96, which I was a freshman, a sophomore that year. Community Service Officer Gabe Hoare, Spalding High School of 2024. Wow, he's pretty young.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's Brian Hoare's son.
Could be.
Probably. Reserve Dispatcher Bradley Morse, high school class of 2011. Reserve Police Officer Robert Ryan, class of 71. And then Sergeant Randall Tucker, Spalding High School class of 1982.
There you go.
1982. Randy's a little bit long in the tooth there.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Anyway, so yeah, and talking about the school, of course, for folks that don't know, they're looking to push the budget vote till September. So we'll probably start seeing, more information coming out about a new budget as we draw closer to September. Kind of surprised they didn't do August when the primaries are abound.
Yeah. Because they could have put it right on that primary ballot. Right?
Yeah.
They could have
or
stuck it there.
I don't know if they could have put it on the primary ballot, but it's when they're doing the primaries and,
all the stuff is there already. You can kind of,
right.
Even if you need two ballots.
Right. People are there. So
right. You're getting people out.
Entirely sure what the reasoning was behind that, but I'm not on the school board, so there's that.
The school budget issue, does that come into your reelection at all? Do you talk about it as an issue?
No, I mean I can talk about it as an issue for public or funding, right? Because our school funding system sucks. Sucks really bad. And it's a huge negative impact, especially in Barre, where, we have our weighted children and we have a lower weighted per child amount that we pay. The per pupil, which is the budget divided by the actual students, that's a little bit higher. But when you put those weights in there, it's not a little bit, it's like twice twice as high. I think we spend per pupil, which is budget divided by student body, actual student body, we're somewhere in the about $30,000. But when you add in the weights, which all of Vermont has the weights, it brings it down to like 13,000, something like that. And that puts us into a low spending district due to the weights. I don't know. They don't do education, the cost of education like normal people. So we wouldn't know where we actually stand in actual cost per student. But 30,000 is about what, the average is.
Per
So yeah, because
That's-
if you like ask Google to tell you what the average cost per student, it'll say like 30,000 in Vermont. So there are obviously students that cost a lot of money, right? And then there's ones that don't cost a lot of money. And we're right in the middle, which there's that.
Yeah.
That was a long-winded.
No, I had no idea how all that works.
Yeah. Education funding is.
I could get you going about
so
weights.
FUBAR.
What's a weight?
Oh my goodness, it's so bad. It's so bad. The weights, poverty, is the person got, is English their second language?
So it's demographics about that student.
Yeah, it's a lot of demographics are added into there, and it's just really it's cuckoo cuckoo with a whole bunch of crap on the side.
But I don't have to deal with that.
Yeah.
I'm not the guy who has to do that.
Yeah. So anyway, that's in September. We're going to be voting. It looks like it's going to be wet tomorrow, rainy, high of 71 degrees. So it's going to be wet and 71 degrees. Yes.
Well, hopefully it's a cooler 71, not the humid, sticky.
It's wet.
Right.
It's going to be wet.
It's going to be wet.
Wet. The air is going to be moist.
Okay.
It's going to be wet. Monday, 71 degrees. Tuesday, it's going to be a little less rainy. 73 degrees of a high, still icky. Wednesday, it looks like it's going to be partly cloudy with a high of 74. Thursday, it's going to be partly cloudy, high of 76. Those days, I might be able to take my trike out. We will see. Friday will be rainy, 72 degrees. And then Saturday, also rainy with 78 degrees. And Sunday is going to be sunny with a high of 80 degrees.
Yeah. I'll be a puddle on the side of a road.
Oh, you can go out to the river and go swimming.
There you go.
That's the way you do it. Right?
Go to the floating bridge and jump off.
Oh, so gross.
The floating bridge?
Yeah, it's slimy. It's wicked slimy there.
Oh. Well, maybe not the floating bridge.
I shouldn't say anything. I don't go swimming anymore, so.
I don't either.
I think the last time I went swimming it's been a hot minute. I might even, I can't remember if it was before COVID. It might even be before COVID.
COVID was almost 7 years ago.
I know.
Can you believe that?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like it was before then. Maybe not. City council?
A lot going on. And I got the special North End meeting.
Yes.
Too.
Yes. So tomorrow night, this is important for people. Tomorrow night, Monday, June 22nd at 6 p.m. at the Moutoir. Do you know where the Moutoir is?
I can't say I do.
No? Well, the Moutoir is do you know where the Barre Manor is?
Yes.
Okay, so as you turn onto Beckley Street, which is right next to the Barre Manor, as you go up, it's like the first brick building on the left. It's a small little bit, it's a small building there, and it's got a huge parking lot. You should become a member.
Of what?
Of the Moutoir.
It's a club?
It is a club. Only guys can join it.
That's got to be against some kind of law.
It is not. It is not. But I'm pretty sure it's not a gentleman's club
Okay.
because that has a whole different
Meaning.
But it's a club that only gentlemen can
Join. And what do they do?
So I've been a member for a year now.
Okay.
And they have a lot of like dinners.
Gotcha.
It's actually, there's a lot of things you've just got to like do them. I haven't gotten around to doing them and I feel really terrible about that. In fact, it's like super cheap, by the way. Super cheap. It's like $25.
Oh.
Might be $30. Yeah, it's $30. Because I got a little letter in the mail that says your membership is about to expire. And I'm like, okay. So I call up the guy. I'm like, hey, can I just pay 5 years in advance?
Holy moly.
And he's like, well, I mean, we've never had that happen. And I was like, listen, if it goes up, I'll pay the difference.
Right. If in the 5 years
so much
it goes
easier
up
for me to, just pay it in advance 5 years and then, write it with one check because I couldn't pay online. I don't think they had an online option.
Did he let you?
Yeah, he did. So I paid 5 years in advance. I probably could have done 10 years, which, because it came out to like $150. Wasn't that bad.
I wonder if they're going to make you pay the difference at the end of the membership fee has gone up
well,
so
if it
much.
goes up, I mean, if it goes up, if I find out it goes up, I'll immediately pay the addition.
Additional for each year.
Yeah.
Well, that's
you
nice
should join,
that they let.
You should join.
So it sounds like it's like the Lions Club or the Elks Club.
Right.
Lots of community.
You're part of the Lions Club.
Not yet.
Not yet. Well, you can join the Mootwa, and then we can also join the Elks Club.
That's just so funny to say.
You gonna join the Elks?
The Elks and the Lions. I have to start showing up to places, though. I'm really bad about that.
Well, so am I. They just need, honestly, these groups. They need people to like sign up because it takes money to run those buildings.
Right.
In every organization's the same thing. 20% of the people do 80% of the work.
Yeah.
And so, and they understand that, but having members that they can call on if they need the help is huge. What they need to do. So you should join it. You should join, and I should join the Elks. We should both join the Elks.
Isn't that the one you have to be invited?
Is
it the Elks
well,
or
I
the
think
Lions?
the Mootwa you have to be invited too.
Well,
I just invited you.
There you go.
Invited you.
I think
online.
it's either the Elks or the Lions. You either have to be one of them. You have to be invited, and the other one.
I've been invited multiple times by the Elks.
I would imagine.
I'm sure Elise or Rosemary, somebody will invite us. I think Lucas is part of the Elks. Lucas is part of.
I think he's an elk and a lion.
He's everything. He's a deer. He's an elk. He's a bear. I don't know what he is. He's everything. He's in every single one of those groups. Cool. I do gotta do that, and they do like a ceremony and everything
for the Elks.
Yeah,
I see pictures of it.
Yeah. I was talking to the leader of the Elks. He's currently the leader. I'm like, so
Supreme ruler
like,
or whatever he's called.
Is the like ceremony like a funny thing?
Right.
Like, I don't want to have to dress in an elk. And he's like, no, that's not what we do.
I see the pictures. I follow the Elks on Facebook, so I see their ceremony all the time.
Yeah.
We should 13.
Join.
All right.
They're a little bit more. They're a little bit more expensive. I think they're like $80 to $100 a year.
You'll definitely want to pay 5 years in advance.
Yeah, I would be able to pay 5 years in advance on that one. But we should join.
Yeah.
And then we can go down there and go live.
There you go. I'll hold the podcast in the Elks.
We should do that at the Mootwa.
We should also do it at the State House too. I think I told you that.
Yeah, we could do it everywhere. We could go live anywhere.
Yeah.
We should do that.
We should.
Anyway, so wow, that was like really far from the well.
We took a hard left.
We went really far. So tomorrow night at the Mootwa, Monday night,
City Council
meeting, 6 p.m. at the Mootwa.
Bring it back.
And it's North End update. North End discussion, resiliency, redesign, funding, and next steps. And the North End discussion, the creation of a North End plan and North End steering committee. And people, you should definitely go there if you're
Definitely.
interested in that.
And if you live in the North End.
And especially if you live in the North End, you should go. So there's that tomorrow night. And then on Tuesday, we've got flood resiliency planning. Council will receive an update on the city's flood resiliency plan, including presentation of new hydrology model. The work is intended to help the city better understand flood risk and identify mitigation strategies as we continue recovery and preparation efforts.
That sounds like something I definitely want to attend.
Then 143 North Main Street, there's going to be a financial report.
That's the Newberry.
Yep, JJ Newberry's.
Yeah.
And Barre Area Development will be presenting. And do you know Ed Bruce became the new president of BADC?
It was the what's his name? We had him here a couple times when they were doing the fundraiser.
Now I'm just going to sit here and watch you try to guess his name.
I can see it. I just can't remember what it is. And once you say it, I'm going to right away.
Joe Stevenson.
That's not the name I was thinking of.
Steve McKenzie.
Steve McKenzie. I knew. I was going to say Chuck or something, but no, I knew it was Steve.
No, not Chuck.
No Chuck.
Not Chuck. Chuck used to own the Granite Shed.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, and he lived next door to me. Well, he did live next door to me when I was a kid, but he lived in my brother's house, which is in the same driveway when my brother was a kid. Anyway.
Interesting.
Yeah, and so many people were like, "Oh, wow, I can't live my life without knowing that information." Chuck cool. He's a good guy. Anyway, so there's approximately $16,900 that remains in the fund, and they're going to be turning that over to the city for them to deal with what they need to deal with. So that's pretty awesome. And
but they have some left.
Yeah, they have a little extra money, and
It
they're
didn't
gonna
all
give it to the city,
just.
which will be great.
Yeah.
It was probably, they're suggesting really just a project cost or tax impacts. Then the Public Works Garage, which in the packet it's like page 13, but they're proposing a plan to close a roughly $1.2 million funding gap, which is a combination of available reserves and designated funds. And I'm sure folks are going to want me to tell them what that entails. So as folks know, we purchased the building up on top of Prospect Street, the old bond building, and we're turning that into Public Works Garage.
There's been activity there.
Yeah.
A few days in a row that I've come. When I go to work, I go up Bridge Street, I take a left, and then I go down Airport Road and go up to Berlin. I see people there in the morning all the time.
Yeah. Well, they're going to be, making it so that would be the next new Public Works. You ever seen our Public Works building down here? Awful.
I can't say that.
So bad. Yeah, we're going to be getting rid of that and selling that to probably Capital Candy, my guess. So there's $341 unexpected funds above that would be undesignated funds. So amount retained by charter. So that's like just a fund balance. They're going to be taking that $341,000. Then there's an additional fund balance here, which they're going to be taking that as well for $379,000. Then the Water Enterprise Fund, they're going to take out $240,000, and then the Cozy Capital Fund, they're going to take out $240,000, which will cover the gap
I thought we did a
So-
bond vote.
We did, but the bond vote wasn't high enough to cover the
Close.
right, because when we did the bond, it was, things escalated in price. So
Gotcha. So there,
yeah,
as it went on, there became this gap, and now we have to.
correct.
Gotcha.
It looks like they're going to be selecting a Prospect Heights housing project, which that will be interesting. And Merchant Street, Cleary Street infill housing. Council will also work on a proposed housing development for several vacant lots on Merchant and Cleary Street. Yeah.
A lot of
You know
houses.
what? I think that's incorrect. I think that is super incorrect. Now that I'm thinking about that, I think that was from last week. Yep. Pretty sure that was from last week. Made a mistake. Oh, well.
When's old news gonna be
Sometimes
old
you
news?
do good, sometimes you do bad. Sorry,
Oops.
folks.
Old news.
That was old news. The other stuff wasn't. Montpelier officials have released details of the city's 2026 summer paving program.
East
with-
State Street.
Yes, dozens of
Yes.
streets scheduled for reconstruction, resurfacing, sidewalk improvements, and accessibility upgrades. The work, funded through the city's capital improvement plan, is expected to begin in late June and continue through the summer. Residents should prepare for temporary traffic delays, parking restrictions, and occasional driveway access interruptions as crews work to improve roads, drainage, and pedestrian infrastructure throughout the capital city.
Depending what roads are on that list, that could really clog up Montpelier at inconvenient times.
It could. Full road. One of them, or 5 of them, is Crescent Lane, Robin Hood Circle, Parkside Drive, Arsenal Street, and Walker Terrace. So I'm gonna drop in
Those
the
are
link.
all up.
I'm sorry.
So those are all up off of Main Street. If you go up,
I have no clue where
yeah.
they are.
If you go up East State, I'm pretty sure all of those
I'll
are
take
kind
your
of
word
in
for
that
it.
neighborhood.
I'll take your word for it. I don't know where those places are. It's Montpelier.
You know where the capital is. That's what's
I
important.
do know where the Capitol is, and I know where National Life is.
2 important buildings.
About all-
Nailed it.
And I know where the building is that I went to try to win the Odor Eaters sneakers contest.
Did you win?
I did not.
That's
I did
sad.
not, but I had some ratty looking sneakers. You probably, did they have that contest when you were a kid?
Not that I remember.
Yeah, that was probably I don't even know if that's a company that's alive now.
If they did, I don't remember it.
I got to look this up. Are they even?
A lot of rabbit holes tonight.
I know. Well, I mean, that was a long time ago. I mean, they were like sneaker insoles or something.
Huh.
Anyway, yeah, they had Odor Eater. Oh, it looks like they still exist.
Can't believe you didn't win.
There were people way worse than me.
Oh.
I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. Like,
I'm just sad you didn't win the contest.
yeah, it was like, really?
Yeah.
No.
I always want to win though.
Yeah,
I
feet
don't like
weren't-
losing.
My feet weren't that nasty.
Okay.
Sounds like you have a problem. Maybe you should get that fixed. 14 additional streets, including Center, Elm, Forest, Summit, Tracy, and Woodrow, are scheduled. So click the link. If you live in Montpelier, click the link and take a look at what roads are available. Barre Street, I didn't see on there. So it looks like the place where the Odor Eater contest was is not going to get
safe.
Yeah, well, it should. That's not safe, actually. It should be. I mean, really, Barre Street should be on there. Isn't Barre Street awful? I feel like it's always awful in Montpelier.
Yeah.
Like They leave it specifically trashy so that people drive through and it's like Barry.
Barry.
It's not very nice, Montpelier. Not nice.
Not
cool,
nice.
man.
Do
Not
better,
cool.
Montpelier.
Yeah, do better, Montpelier. Do better. 4 aging dams in Vermont are being considered for removal as part of the state effort to reduce flood risks, improve river health, and restore access for fish and recreation. Supporters say that removing obsolete dams can help rivers flow more naturally, reduce maintenance costs, and lessen the chance of infrastructure failures during major storms. The projects are still in the planning stages and with environmental reviews and community input helping determine the future of each structure.
Don't we get our water from one of the dams?
No, this is on this. One of them is, I want to say it's the one that's on Main and River.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
No. All right.
That's good.
That'll be fun though when they take it down. That'd be fun to watch.
I mean, I hate the fact that they're taking down dams up here because I feel like, you know, if the dam was built to prevent flood,
right,
maybe
we shouldn't mess with it.
We probably shouldn't mess with it, or better yet, maybe we should fix it.
Right.
I mean,
fix the dams. Don't, you know, don't just take them down.
Fix the dam.
Right.
Thing. Fix the dam. Oh man, when during legislature there was a bill, a dam bill, and oh my goodness,
all the puns came out.
All the puns came out. Not the puns came out for that and for the rounding, like the cent rounding.
Yeah.
Because if you go to different stores, I mean, even Dunkin' Donuts, if you go to Dunkin' Donuts, they round up.
Right. Round. I saw, we were somewhere today, I saw a sign for it. If it's 1, 2 cents, they round down to 0.
Yep.
If it's 5 cents, they'll round up. Or
yep, that's the law.
Yep.
That passed. So that's current. But yeah, because there's no more pennies.
No more pennies.
Pennies are going away. Who the heck is hoarding all the pennies? Are you hoarding the pennies?
No, probably a bunch of grandmas are in the big igloo water jugs somewhere. Bunch of grandmas'
have a huge
basement
jar of coins.
Right.
I got to bring it down to Community National Bank.
Give all the pennies back. Here, you guys need these more than I do.
Here, yeah.
My oldest sister is smart. She doesn't keep pennies.
No,
she only keeps nickels, dimes.
What does she do with the pennies?
I don't know. She separates them out. So she has nickels, dimes, and quarters, and then she has pennies. And
you don't know what she does with them?
Well, I assume she returns them like everybody else, but I think it's interesting because you probably don't fill up the penny jar as much as the others. Given the ratio, I don't think that the penny jar would fill up as fast.
All I know
quarters
is that
and dimes
penny
and nickels
is not worth me bending down for. A nickel, maybe.
Quarter.
A dime, yes, and a quarter, absolutely.
You'll bend over and pick up a quarter.
And for a buck, I will go across the street for it.
You see $1 across the street,
if I see a dollar, I will go across the street. I will go across the street.
Who's on the penny?
Who's on the penny?
Yep.
Isn't it Abraham Lincoln?
Might be. I don't have a penny on me.
I do, but I'm not going to give it out.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth the time. Somebody pop in the comments.
Who's on the penny?
Who's on the penny? I'm pretty sure it's Abraham Lincoln. Ready? Who's on the penny? Abraham Lincoln.
There you go. So we got to put him on a different coin.
Yeah. Well, no.
Got to make a different coin and put him on it.
Wow, we're like going off topic.
Yeah, we've gotten so many rabbit holes tonight. This is
a Connecticut man accused in 2024 killing of Derby resident Kayla Wright has been sentenced to more than 13 years in federal prison for running a cocaine and fentanyl trafficking operation in Vermont's Northeast Kingdom. U.S. District Judge William Sessions III said 26-year-old Jakey, Tremaine, Corey, Keith
Wow.
led the drug network that supplied narcotics into Orleans County for more than a year. Keith has already pled guilty to reduced second-degree murder charge in Wright's death and faces a separate state sentencing later this year that could result in a much longer prison term. Lock his ass up and throw away the key. I'm just
Wow.
saying.
That's lost it.
Goodbye. Oh, I'm so sorry. Shucks.
For some reason I don't think they use keys anymore.
Probably not.
Because every movie you see, they do a lever and it like closes all the doors.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Or now these days it's probably
Either
a
way,
button.
Lock them up and throw away the key is a perfect analogy for
It
what
is.
we should do. I mean, the guy was like he was like narco terrorist, right? Allegedly.
Allegedly.
You know, he was like running this big drug ring, and
In the Northeast Kingdom of all places.
yeah, like I'm gonna go on the record and say lock his ass up.
That's
Lock him up. Oh man, 13 years is not long enough in my opinion. Because you know what? So I think this is the one where he ended up shooting the girl,
oh.
and let me just take a look here. Yeah, shot multiple times inside that Troy residence on February 2nd, 2024. So Keith feared she would report the drug activity to the police department.
Well, yeah.
So yeah, he shot her and killed her. But what about the other people that he was selling drugs to
Right.
that overdosed? Every one of those people, it should be a separate offense,
yeah.
murder offense, and he should be locked up. No, combined sentencing or whatever it's called, where you serve 2 terms at the same time. Oh, back to back, and you are in there until you are like 50,000 years old, and we're still got you in a
50,000
box in the jail cell. We don't
Right.
release you until your time is served. I'm well, no, I mean it's frustrating. Like, not only did he like cold blood murdered people, right?
Yeah.
And who knows,
How
allegedly,
right.
Who knows how many people died of an overdose because of the drugs that he was shipping in.
Shipping, yeah.
Ah,
13 years.
I want to cuss and say ridiculous, but that's okay. Yeah, 13 years so far. Hopefully he'll get another 50,000.
It always cracks me up when I see that they're sentenced to like 4 life sentences, and you're just like, 4 life sentences, and you're like, yeah, you're never getting out.
50,000 life sentences.
Or you see these ones on Wikipedia, he's sentenced to 250,000 years, and you're like, who comes up with these numbers?
People like me.
Right. You do this, you get 100,000 years.
100,000 years. I should. Oh man. Yeah. No.
Because like 200 years,
No one's. Well, you never know.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
Especially-
when they did Social Security, they never thought people would live until their 80s, and now we're living
Until
into
we're
their
100s.
80s, and we're draining the Social Security fund. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Vermont is launching a major new effort to reshape its public education system after Governor Phil Scott signed H955, a school reform bill that encourages districts to voluntarily merge and consolidate services. Supporters say the law is aimed at controlling rising education costs and adapting to declining student enrollment, while critics warn it could reduce local control, and repeat the contentious debates that followed Act 46 nearly a decade ago. The measure begins a multi-year process that could significantly change how schools are governed across the state.
But it's not going to
So,
work.
huh?
It's not going to work.
Explain.
Well, what's the incentives?
Good question.
Because it's still voluntary.
It's voluntary.
These are the voluntary merge or
mergers.
not.
So it's like act. So I voted for this bill, right?
It's Act 46, ugly cousin.
What?
It's Act 46's ugly cousin.
I was gonna say Act 46 2.0, but sure, whatever. Yeah, no, I mean it's very similar to Act 46, right? Like the voluntary mergers.
Yep.
You know, it didn't work for us. The voluntary mergers did not work. Because you just whatever. It is what it is.
So what's the thought now?
Well, the hope is that the voluntary mergers will happen, and then we'll see significant, decrease in costs. I don't think that's going to happen. We have to actually fundamentally change. I mean, this is better than the alternative, which is what passed out of the House originally, which I voted no on.
Gotcha.
This is a little bit better. I'm a believer in forced mergers. Yep, we're going to merge you.
Oh yeah, because we've talked. Barry's never going to do it.
Right. I mean, merge Barre with Williamstown, and there's just so many options that would just make a better system. But it is what it is. We'll see what happens. Hopefully
Could change.
we'll see something.
And how long do you give it? Is there a timeline for it?
So
Are you
if
watching to see how many school districts, and then you guys are going to revisit it after a certain amount of time? Or does it, if you see so many school districts merge, are you going to revisit and say, okay, now
we'll revisit the conversation when we have another 20%
Fine.
increase in education with a 10% decrease in student population.
Wow. Yeah.
Again, we don't really do education very well in the state of Vermont, and it is what it is. We'll just leave it at that. A dispute over remote work for Vermont state employees is headed to the state's highest court as the administration of Governor Phil Scott and the Vermont State Employees Association clash over who has the authority to set telework policies. The case would have broad implications for thousands of state workers determining whether remote work arrangements are a management decision or a subject that must be negotiated through the collective bargaining. The Vermont Supreme Court ruling is expected to shape the workplace policies across the state government for years to come.
So state workers are union?
Yeah, most of them.
So they have a president.
President.
It would make sense that, because it makes sense now that you say that. I didn't realize, I thought it was I thought the state workers had an association.
Which is a union.
A union, but if they have a union, then it would make sense. Phil Scott has to negotiate with the union on working requirements. He can't just say, this is your work schedule.
I think the question is more, did they throw that? So, and I don't know the answer to this. And if there's a union member, a VSEA
of the
member,
state, we should find somebody who works
well,
for
that's a
the
good
state
idea.
but see how it works.
If it was bargained in there to allow remote work the way that it's been working,
right,
then yeah, you need to bargain it out.
You need to bargain with the
Right.
union before he can change.
But if it's a situation where we just did it and then now we're calling people back. I'm not sure that's a bargain. I mean, you can bargain for it, but from the position of we don't currently have it,
Right.
not we have it and we want to maintain it, or
Right.
we want you to, take it out,
Right.
because they won't take it out.
Hmm.
It's
That-
I don't.
That'll be an
have you
interesting
ever
one.
have you ever been part of a bargaining process?
No.
Awful, just across the board. It is not fun.
My younger brother's being part of one. He's a union member at Williston Fire, so he's getting a firsthand look into union talks. And
Hate doing union stuff. Hate it. It is not fun. Because
I didn't realize the state workers were part of a union, though.
really,
Is that true for most state
I think like
state
all
governments?
I think all government employees, for the most part. I mean, obviously, if you're exempt, you're exempt. But if you're not, you're part of the union.
Hmm.
My guess. I don't know how many states are non-unionized. There might be some. I bet you like North Carolina isn't.
Right.
Maybe Texas. I don't know. But yeah, we'll see how that plays out. I have no dog in this hunt. So
It'll be interesting.
yeah. Vermont State Police are searching for another protester who allegedly interfered with a recent federal immigration enforcement operation, even though the prosecutors have already declined to pursue charges against several people arrested during the same demonstration. The case stems from the protests surrounding an ICE action in Vermont that has reignited debate over the balance between public protest rights and law enforcement operations. The investigation remains active as police seek to identify and locate the individual. I guess they like smashed the window out of a cruiser.
Well, you can't
Which-
do that.
You can't do that.
Right.
That's not okay.
Because the first thing I do when I see a police car is I want to smash the window out. That's the first thing I do.
Not me.
No, not me either.
Strong thunderstorms swept across Vermont on June 18th, knocking down trees and power lines, causing scattered outages and triggering a flash flood warning in Bennington County. Emergency crews responded to the storm-related damage in several communities as heavy rain and strong winds moved through the state. While the storms created hazardous travel conditions and localized flooding concerns, no widespread catastrophic damage was immediately reported. However, it's my understanding that Woodstock saw a touchdown
tornado.
of the tornado,
Yeah.
which is insane. At my house, we had a microburst of some sort, and my neighbor had a camera up, and you see like rain come in, and then all of a sudden like a bunch of trees start falling.
Wow.
Yeah, it was not good because the trees fell on their camper, and of course they were on our property, so it was
A lot of damage.
yeah, it's
up
not good. It's not good. It's not good. But the video was wow.
Wow.
Like all of a sudden the trees were like, yo, like one of the old timey cartoons. It was like moving, and then all of a sudden like two trees
Just fall over.
falls over.
Yeah, the power went out in Barrytown for a little bit.
I think it went out for like 10 minutes in Barre City too.
It was pretty quick to come back on.
Pretty
and then-
sketchy.
We had one tree down up the road. Yeah, other than that, just rain.
Yeah, sketch. The University of Vermont Health Network is moving forward with a broad cost-cutting effort that includes workforce reductions, vacant positions eliminations, and other operational changes as leaders try to address financial pressures. Hospital officials say the goal is to stabilize the organization's finances while protecting patient care, but The downsizing is expected to affect employees and some support functions across the network. The changes come as health systems nationwide continue to grapple with rising costs, staffing challenges, and lower reimbursement rates.
Isn't it like 100,000? Aren't they cutting like 100,000?
They're cutting 9.5 million out of a $300 million budget.
Hmm.
So
That's a
you
big
know how
chunk.
you could cut $1 million just like that?
What
What
UVM
guess?
is doing?
Nope.
Nope.
I guess.
Nope.
No. It's a nonprofit. UVM is a nonprofit. The executive director
Mhm.
like makes 1.5 million.
Wow.
Just
That's a lot of
pointing
money.
that out. That's a lot of moolah. I think they make more than that. I might be wrong. Somebody can check that for me. They make a pretty good penny
I was
for a
just gonna
nonprofit.
say,
I'll just say for a nonprofit, they make a pretty good penny. I'm not a big fan of like nonprofits like paying executive directors a crap ton of money. You have a specific setup with the government that you don't get charged taxes. You should not be making a boatload of money
Right.
as a nonprofit. Now, if it was a for-profit entity, which maybe UVM is, I don't think it is. I think that's a nonprofit.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it is. When I think I looked it up a while back, and it was a nonprofit. You know, it's not a for-profit venture. So, like, it's like any nonprofit. I get a little like, you're making $150,000, $200,000 to run your nonprofit. I mean, I guess you know the size and everything else. I suppose you want somebody that's efficient at what they do. Blah
Right.
blah blah. But a lot of money.
Yeah.
You want? I told that to. I was talking to Teddy. I'm like, you want to convince me of a wealth tax? There you go.
UVM.
That sucks though, because we're laying off people,
Yep.
right? And get the admin part right, but there's like public facing positions that they're getting rid of, and it's not like we've got a super slick oiled machine. It's not like the dentist that I go to.
Right.
Smiles down on the Barre Montpelier Road. I come in, right in there, I get my teeth done, and I leave.
Yep.
It takes a little bit longer because I talk to the doctor. But it's usually like super quick.
In and out. Yep.
Yeah. Whatever. Oh well. We're looking at 7:54. We're getting close.
Getting close.
Let's do the homeless thing.
I think we spent like a half hour on city council, so that's
we did spend a long time. Governor Phil Scott has signed a new Vermont homelessness bill that restructures how state funds the housing and shelter programs, marking a significant shift in efforts to address homelessness. Supporters say the law is intended to create a more coordinated and sustainable system for delivering services, while the state officials hope it will improve accountability and better target resources to people in need. The measure comes as the Vermont continues to face pressure from rising housing costs and growing demand for shelter assistance. And it like totally pairs back the hotel program. Amazing. I mean, that part is phenomenal because the hotel program is just not good. It's just not good. It's bad.
Yeah.
Period.
Well, and we heard it from what is it, the Housing Association? They're here. Is it Sundays? It's like the third Sunday there.
Yeah. The landlords
Right.
association.
The housing landlords. I was close. I was on the right track.
Sure. I'll give it to you.
Where they can't cook food or anything in the hotel
Yeah.
program either. It doesn't
not,
work.
It's not a viable option.
Yeah.
I mean, you stuff people in hotels and do nothing with them. So they're stuck in the hotels. They can't get out, right? Like, and they're not getting help because there's probably a reason why they're in the predicament that they're in.
Yeah.
For the most part. I mean, there's legitimate, like, well, I mean, I'm not saying there's not legitimate. What I'm saying is that there's, a lot of homelessness has, substance abuse, mental health.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that in play. And if we're not going to address that issue, we're not addressing the underlying problem of homelessness.
Right.
So, and that's what the hotel motel did not do. It did not address the underlying. This is supposed to do that. So it's got like a 4-tier system, prevention and diversion services. And that's helping people avoid homelessness to begin with.
Yeah.
Make sure that they don't
finding them.
Right. Because once
before.
they're in the homelessness situation, that's when, it gets substantially more difficult, right? Because then you have to find a house. You got to have shelter. It's just much easier to maintain it. And then there's the shelter services for highly structured shelters, low barrier shelters. And then there's specialized shelters for the tier system for people with substance use and mental health and or other specialized needs. And then the last step is the hotel motel program. And that's been pared back to 700 rooms from April 1st to November 30th. And then 1,000 rooms, this is the cap, from December 1st to March 31st. And prioritization will be on seniors 65 and older, individuals with disabilities, children, pregnant individuals, victims of domestic violence and sexual assault or trafficking, and people facing eviction due to circumstances beyond their control. And they also, I think the current max days is 80 days. I might be wrong on that, but it's being pared back to 70 days.
That's still a good amount of time.
Yeah. I'm hugely not a fan of the hotel program,
but
and
it sounds like they're building on it, though.
They're
using it.
They're trying to fix it.
Yeah.
Is it a perfect bill? No. The only perfect bill that's out there is the one that I created.
Right.
Obviously.
I mean, come on.
But this one, I supported this. I voted no on the BAA last year, which is the Budget Adjustment Act, because it expanded the hotel motel program. And I mean, there were people that were not happy that I did that. And I'm just like, listen, it's a bad program. I can't support it. Governor Scott vetoed it. I voted no. I voted no on it. Then it went to Governor Scott, and he's like, no, that's not how this
And then
works.
you were like, see,
Governor Scott says this. Yes.
See what happened?
This is what happens when you're stupid. So the whole BAA never got passed because the legislature, and it was, oh my goodness, it was so awful. It was the level of theatrics in that building during that whole process. Every single day, people were like, I want to welcome this person who's homeless. And
it was a lot of,
it was so irritating, and it was so coordinated.
Yeah.
And then when it ended, when it failed, and the BAA did not pass and the hotel program did not get expanded, that thing ended.
Yeah.
It was like, what happened?
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
What changed between last year and now? Like homelessness is no longer a problem.
Yeah.
You know, it's because they were trying to. I mean, at that point, I think it was the supermajority mindset. They thought they were still in the
They could
supermajority,
wedge it
which
through.
yeah, they did not. They did not have the votes for that. It was a bad program. I
Yep.
mean, come on, somebody tell me that's not a good program. It's not a good program. I'm glad that they're paring it back and they're taking care of, putting services for people versus
Right, and they're trying to help them. They're not just
Yeah.
sticking them in a hotel and
and
All
watch
good.
them. People died in those freaking hotels. People died. People don't understand that. People died. And then they were like, yes, but they died out in the cold too. No, they died from a freaking overdose in the cold, you idiot.
Yeah.
There wasn't, there was a lot of people talked about the cases where, people died in the cold and then they said that was because there was no hotel program. Like, that's not, you're not, that's not correct.
right.
Because even it's just not accurate, and that was a bad program, and it needed to go away.
Yeah.
It need to be pared back to what it was before COVID-19.
Yeah.
And I'm a terrible, evil person for thinking that, but I'm sorry. You you can't put people in hotels, let them die of overdoses, and sit there and say that you're trying to help them. That's not how you do that. My opinion.
We all get one.
We do. And you know what? We came out with a better bill this year.
Yeah.
We came out with a better bill.
That one sounds great.
Last year, so I said I voted no on the BAA, and then they had the other bill, which was to address the homelessness. It was not great. It was not great, but it was better than the BAA hotel motel program expansion.
Right.
And Governor Scott vetoed that one. I voted for it, but I would not have voted to undo his veto.
Right.
But it was a better program than the hotel program. And this one's a far better program than the hotel program, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
We'll see how it looks.
We'll see how it looks. Got anything?
Nope.
Anything else? Nothing?
Nope.
Anything exciting that I missed?
Iran closes strait again.
You like what?
Remember last Sunday I said he's got a deal, and so the strait did open for a couple of days, and then Iran came out a couple of days ago and they said, okay, Israel's attacking Lebanon, no more, because that's a violation of the ceasefire agreement.
So the MOU is not being signed?
Well, apparently they're still talking. He signed.
No, I know he signed something.
He signed it.
There's supposed to be some sort of,
And it was
I think
open.
there's supposed to be like some photo op between a murdering, a murderous, terrorist and the vice president of the United States. That's what I think that's the case, correct? Is that not happening now?
Yeah.
That's still happening?
Not because Israel keeps lobbing bombs into Lebanon.
Okay.
Israel has to stop bombing Lebanon.
So
and
if
then
we're not
maybe
going
we
to have a significant impact, we should just bomb Karg Island and just move on.
Well, no, we're going to take Karg Island. We want Karg Island. There's lots of oil there.
Okay.
So we'll take that for ourselves.
Okay. I don't know what to tell you. Okay.
Yeah. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
Because it keeps going back and forth.
What's interesting is, so back in the 60s, we were on the gold standard, right? And then we kind of cut a deal with Saudi Arabia or one of those, the OPEC nations, that they only traded oil with the American dollar.
Right.
Iran was trading it under the yuan, which I think the yuan is that the Chinese.
It's either, yeah.
I think it's Chinese.
I think it's the Chinese dollar.
They were trading it under the yuan, and I don't know if people understand the impact that has, but if oil is not traded underneath the dollar, there are impacts.
Yeah.
Means our dollar is not wanted as much, and that means that our dollar is in danger.
Yeah.
So just pointing that out there.
No,
it's an interesting, I would highly recommend anybody that's interested to look that information up. Because just as a side note, Iraq back in 2000 started to trade oil with under the EU, I think it was, or the dinar. Not sure. Look it up.
I wasn't as aware as back then.
No, you weren't. You were still like kicking around in the
maybe,
BMX bike.
Right. Depending what time in 2000, I might have been 3.
Yeah, just pointing that out.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know.
The whole situation is kind of interesting.
Into like a little bit of a conspiracy theory here. I gotta go. Before I start going into conspiracy land, we gotta go. We gotta go now. Anyway, anything?
Nope.
You're all set?
All set
You're
now.
Done?
Yep.
All right. Now that I've gotten myself into trouble.
No.
All right. Well, thank you for watching Barry Beat. We hope you have a wonderful evening, and we will see you next week.
Stay dry.
Stay dry. Yeah, if you can.